So hello and welcome to The Witcher 2. It's very topical at the moment, seeing as The Witcher is a fairly popular Netflix series, although based on the books rather than the games. But there are some similarities, especially between who's currently chasing Geralt and what's happening in the next series of the show, which is kind of why I wanted to play this so soon. But yeah, doesn't look healthy, does he? But, well, those are not the people that were chasing him, but I think people that have come to help. Although it doesn't look like they've helped much. Especially if he's been put in the dungeons.
Come on, Sixes. Daddy needs you. Oh, shit.
I mean, they are supposed to be watching me, but I mean, it probably gets fairly boring pretty quickly.
Looky there, he's awake. You daft! Don't go in there.
I mean, he's chained up, yeah.
Chains can't do a thing. Am I right, Master Geralt?
I mean, that's just rude. And ungentlemanly for hitting him while he's chained
Roll
up.
again. Why? The dice didn't roll. Calling me a cheat? Take it back. Look, he's awake again.
Is he going to get knocked out again instantly?
A regular horson. I heard witches will start out as roadside orphans taken in by mages. Mages who experiment on them. Folks say they plough witches come the equinox. That's how they get those spooky eyes.
Enough! Take him down and put him in the interrogation room. I thought he died. I'm not so easy to kill.
Okay, so Geralt's got a history with the man in blue, who I assume we're about to have a talk with. So I have played through this
I don't believe we've
a few times,
Vernon Roach.
but not recently. Yeah, so I can't really shake his hand. I am in manacles.
Walk around behind me if you want to shake.
How foolish of me. Ves!
He knew what he was doing.
Unshackle him.
Yeah, so he is quite nice if he's gonna just unchain me. But he's probably fairly dangerous if he feels okay doing that.
Olivia. Care to introduce us?
No, thanks.
Bring something to drink. You can't sit here cotton mouthed.
So that sounds like Gollum in the background.
You will tell me everything you remember. The entire assault. And all that happened in the Solar.
And if I refuse?
I shall have to beat you. I've commanded the Special Forces for a while. Got good at beating others. You're a Witcher. You'd endure much.
You better believe it.
Worst case scenario, you'll suffer through it, go back to your cell, and tomorrow, they'll publicly gut you, skin you, and hang you.
Just like that.
I mean, I'd rather not have that happen, but
For Temeria,
Downright praiseworthy. Where should I start?
it was a long day. I wish to hear the important bits.
so I guess we have to catch up on some story. So let's do this in order.
Just so we're clear on this, I was not eager to go into battle. That Foltest is not someone you refuse.
So this is before the assault, before the battle that was, I think, talked about in the intro section. So I guess we are about to take part in the fight. Oh, and I think I might have to figure out how to do blurring in my editing now. Because I think she's very naked. I mean, it's a nice way to wake up, but yeah, I'm definitely going to have to blur bits of this. Yeah, definitely going to have to blur bits. You can imagine what's going on screen right now.
Witcher!
Oh, and he's coming to have a look. It's very polite of him.
His Majesty, King of Tiberia, Pontar, Mahakam, and Sodden, Senior Protector of Bruges.
I think he
Summons
intentionally
Master
didn't knock,
Geralt to appear
so that you could
before-
see.
Tell him I'll be there shortly.
Sorry to intrude like this, milady, but the King...
We heard you.
A pleasant day to you, milady. Witcher.
So the king has summoned us. We must go to war.
Stupid war. Could have been such a beautiful morning.
A war can never be stupid when waged by your king.
I mean, I don't know that it's a lover's spat at this point, but
A wise war is a contradiction, Triss.
Then maybe you know just how I should advise our lustful monarch.
Stop falling in love, sire no further bastards, and don't wage stupid wars.
Genius. You know, these bastards could vie for the throne in the future. Then we'd have an even more senseless conflict.
Which doesn't change the fact that
I know. Foltest and the other northern monarchs are neither the smartest nor the most refined. But they're kings, one of whom we serve.
And I'll see Foltest is summoned, protect him if need be. But once the castle falls, we leave.
Did you dream of the wild hunt again?
so the Wild Hunt are some of the people in season 2 of the Netflix Witcher show. So a bit about the game. There's an orange option. That means the story is going to progress. The white options will disappear if I choose the orange option. So
The unlucky assassin? How did
I assume this is the assassin that attacked Foltest a month ago.
In the month since you killed
Yes,
him, the
it
king's
probably
medics
is.
poked around in his corpse like a bunch of amateurs. What arrived in that cart? Well, I wouldn't even call it a corpse.
We're not going to get lots of
Foltest has some
information then,
trust
are we?
issues. Did you learn anything?
His pupil suggested he could probably see in the dark as well as you. I couldn't put an age on him.
The killer snuck past all the guards and nearly killed Foltest and me a month ago. And now you tell me he was a witcher?
Possibly. I'm just saying what the autopsy showed. I haven't told anyone, nor do I plan to. I know what it could do to you if it got out. You might be a savior, a king's witcher now, but masters can be as fickle as the cults they ride.
And apparently there's been a dragon.
One of the scouts swears he saw a dragon down by the river. Claims he ran into a Scoia'tael unit. That would have been it if the dragon hadn't swooped down.
That sounds
The elves apparently bowed to
dangerous.
prayer and he escaped.
A dragon in the midst of civilization? Please. Besides, does it matter? Witchers don't hunt dragons. Or has something changed?
Even then, they're still important.
And you're right. It's probably not a dragon. Although it could be a forktail or a slizzard. Maybe even an overgrown wyvern.
The scout ran into some elves and scurried away. That's how that story begins and ends.
So then I guess we talk about the dream that we had.
That dream's important. Running frantically through the forest. The wild hunt. They're the last things I remember. I wake up and try to relive the dream and the memory, hoping I'll find some guidance. Some clue to grab onto. Something that'll help me recover my memory.
Dreams can be very powerful. Some
So if he's
people
lost his
dream
memory, maybe it wasn't a dream, maybe it was
People claim
a memory.
things. The problem is, it's often nonsense.
We'll know in time. I'm sure of it.
Well then, I guess it's
All right.
time to go to war.
Time to look to the lustful king and his stupid war.
I'll join you later.
So, a bit about the world. This is Triss Merigold. So each king has a sorcerer as an advisor, and this is Foltest's sorcerer. I can use my medallion to highlight things that can be looted, like that, and I can talk to her. But I've already, so I could go back and do those options again, if I needed more information. But here we go. So I think that background noise is coming up from massive trebuchets. Because, you know, it's a war, you've got to have trebuchets. I can use the medallion to detect nearby threats, monsters, containers, and places of power. Apparently. I mean, nothing... Oh, there was a thing that was highlighted. There we go. Sensitivity slightly better now. So I can't do a lot now. Well, I can get out my swords. And I can cast signs. So I've got Ard, Eoden, Igni, Quen, and Axi. Which each have their own uses, and I'm sure I'll get to them eventually. I can't get through that gap. But is there a conversation to be had here?